We build the new earth from the inside out. In the spiritual community and in the awakening community, we hear so much about the new earth. We hear so much about this new paradigm, the new kingdom, the kingdom of heaven even, that Jesus spoke of. And it's easy, because it's such an abstract notion, for the mind to attach to an idea that it's going to be a physical place that emerges one day. A lot of people speak about timeline shifts, and I think a lot of people are locked into this idea that as timelines split, there will be a physical reality that emerges where the new earth is unveiled. And I'm here to remind you that we build the new earth kingdom from the inside out. In my opinion, in my heart, the new earth is not a place specifically. It's a state of being. It's a state of consciousness. It's an embodiment. The kingdom of heaven that Jesus spoke of is not a place. It's an embodiment. It's a frequency. And in order for us to seed the new earth in physical form, to create a physical reality that feels like heaven, that carries the frequency of heaven, we must first be the embodiments of that frequency, i.e., we have to go through our own deconditioning process. We have to clear our historic fear and trauma. We have to remove all that obscures the truth of this reality, of our existence, of our divine nature, in order for us to then be channels for the unconditional love and light of the divine. I felt called to share this today as I was watching women taking to the streets in Iran, burning their veils, crowds gathering after the death of a 22-year-old woman who was killed, beaten, because she had hair showing under her hijab. And as I was watching the footage of the women dancing, surrounded by a crowd of cheering people, burning their veils, freeing themselves from the oppression of the system that has been imposed on them for thousands of years, that told them how to be. What kept coming through for me is that we are seeing the rising of the new earth right now. And if you are only looking at the earth plane and what's happening here through your five senses and your egoic perception system, right, just at the 3D level, you'd look around the earth right now and you'd say there's no heaven, there is no new kingdom. It looks more of a shit show than ever. But actually, I'm asking you to put your multidimensional goggles on. I'm asking you to not only see at the physical level, but feel at the level of your soul the shift that's happening on the planet right now as we move from one age to another, from the Piscean age, the age of seeking connection to God and being told that we must access God, the kingdom of heaven, through gatekeepers and ideology, to this new system where the patriarchy is no longer welcome, no longer needed, to this system, to this paradigm of empowerment. The age of Aquarius is a time of empowerment, self-responsibility, community, communion within. We are moving through a radical, unprecedented shift on the planet right now. And as I've spoken about in previous videos, and as I will continue to speak about, the most fundamental shift, in my opinion, that's happening right now is this tempering of the wounded masculine aspect of our consciousness, which was the foundation of the patriarchy, with the emergence of the divine feminine aspect of our consciousness. As I look at the footage in Iran, as I see women rising around the planet, as I see the feminine Christ consciousness, the Mary Magdalene consciousness of heart-led, soul-led, service-led liberation rising, I am reminded that the new earth is built from the inside out. When we choose to be, do, and embody differently, the world will be, do, and embody differently. It's also so easy to sit and wait. Wait for a savior. That was the paradigm from the Piscean age. Wait for the savior to return. Wait for a liberator. Wait for someone who's going to come along and make everything better. A president, a prime minister, a monarch, someone or something outside of yourself. It's just a case of waiting and praying and hoping. That was an illusory paradigm to keep you disempowered. There is no one coming. There is no savior coming. You are the savior. You are here to liberate yourself and in turn help to liberate humanity, because we are the collective. Every single one of us makes up the collective. When we change, the collective changes, because we are intricately connected to this infinite web of consciousness that connects us all. We are not separate from the whole. So as you move through the process of demolishing the old systems, the old ideas, the old paradigms within yourself, the old walls around your heart that keep you disembodied, disconnected from your truth, as you demolish and dissolve those limitations and restrictions, you help to dissolve them within the collective too. So many times I have looked out at the pain and suffering in the world, and I felt helpless. When I look at what the women are doing in Iran, they are risking their lives for truth, for freedom, for liberation. When I see those images, when I see the suffering that's happening around the planet, I've often felt helpless. I've often felt that there's so much work to do. Where do I start? And then I'm always reminded that I start with me. The world is a mirror, so where I see oppression and suffering, where is that oppression and suffering within me? Where is the oppressor within me? Where is the victim within me? What can I do to liberate that victim consciousness? Shadow work. Looking within ourselves first, knowing that the external is a mirror for the subconscious that we hold within ourselves. So today's message is a reminder that we cannot wait, we cannot afford to wait for a savior, a guru, something or someone outside of ourselves to come and liberate us. It is our duty and responsibility to do the liberating. We have and are everything we need. We have the kingdom within us already. That truth has simply been obscured over generations and lifetimes of conditioning and fear. So our divine duty and responsibility is to attend to our internal landscape first, to clear the distortion, to clear the illusion, to clear the fear, to clear the limitation. When we do that, we become organic channels for the love, for the unconditional love and light of consciousness. And that's how we shift from the old way to the new way. That's how we continue to dissolve the paradigms, the structures, the ways of being that don't serve humanity. And that's how we begin to construct a planet, a humanity, a way of being that is truly heart-centered. It starts with us. It starts in our own hearts. So, I hope you can feel into this yourself. The words came to me this morning, my heart is my church. Whenever I feel disembodied, whenever I feel ungrounded, I remind myself that whenever I close my eyes and I really drop all of my awareness and my attention into my heart space, it feels like a church. It feels like such a sacred, safe space where regardless of what's going on out here, I have sanctuary within me. This is where we meet God. This is where the kingdom begins, in here. No more waiting, only becoming now. It's time to become all that we came here to be. It's time to build the new earth from the inside out. I'm sending you so much love today. I'm sending so much love to all of those that continue to do this brave work of disrupting the current matrix paradigm. For those who are committed and devoted to being bridges and champions of the new way, I see you and I honor you. Thank you. And may we all rise together.